Hello everybody, this is Sonya. Now I'm on here today because I'm going to play with some of my wool fabric. I'm actually going to do some sewing on the wool fabric because I've seen other people do some, so I want to go too. I've been saving it for so long, trying to get game enough because I didn't really have the idea. I had an idea, but you know, I want to see if it works, you see. The thing is, I've got this book here, and it's got the flower embroidery things. And this lady does a lot of work on wool, plus a few people on the internet have got a lot of, on YouTube, got wool things. So I decided I want to put embroidery on the wool. So this is just some of the gallery. It doesn't show you how to do this in the inside, because I'm not a... I haven't been into sewing on dark fabrics, and the wool is, but I thought I might have a go. So I'm going to make myself something. Let me see. There's a sewing thing that you roll up. It's got a few stitches on it. There's a bag there. See how that's put together? That's cool, isn't it? So this is in another another book that she's published as well. These things are in this book here, and there's that one with all those in it, and I'm trying to think if I'd have one or not. I'll think about that. I've got this one. We probably don't need more because, you know. Anyway, I was lucky enough to find this wool at the shop a long time ago. I'm going to have this piece here. When I cut it out, it was a pocket, but it was in a whole heap of things where people had done samples. So I thought, well, I can use the wool. So this piece is the only bit I haven't actually cut off there. So I'm going to cut that out, and I'm going to use that colour because I love that colour. I want to use a bit of this one. Let me see. I like that there. Obviously I've got more of that, look. And some blue, maybe. And not necessarily crazy work today, just stitching on something that I want to make something out of, okay? And I like to check, am I going to use these though? I'm going to have a go. I about red, but I've got a lot of nice pieces. And this bit here that I've had this for years. And this one here, I have a truckload of this. When I say a truckload, I mean I've got more than a blanket size piece of this. It's in my linen cupboard. I've actually gifted some away, but it's just so beautiful, isn't it? Colour nice. So we'll have a piece of this one as well, eh? Right. So you can see where the little things have been chewing it. I hope there's nothing on it. If there was, I wouldn't have any left, would I? It'd be all chewed to pieces. And look at me going for the colours that I always do, picking out these ones. So what should I make today? Let's make some. I'm just going to make the front of something. Let's do, or the whole lot. I don't know yet. Let's just have a go. I want us to do some stitching, so we're not going to be able to fiddle around for too long. This is not actually a wool list. This is some interesting piece, but I won't be using that. This is a piece of what do you call it? You know, it's got lines. I can't think of the name, but definitely not using black. Won't need too much red. That was the inside of the pocket. We've got that piece there. We've got that piece there. I don't know if I'll have the camel colour. I suppose it's a camel colour. No, it's too light. I'm going to see if I can stick with these bits. What do you reckon? You think I can? Yeah, I don't know. That'll do. Won't it? That'll be enough to make what? Let me see. We need a shape. We need a thing to be starting with. There goes that chair again. Okay, so I bought a whole heap of this at a garage sale once. So people buy things, I suppose, and then they don't want them anymore. Which is kind of a shame, isn't it? But not for me. I mean, but they don't have garage sales either anymore, so you wouldn't be finding anything wool at a cheap price these days. If I make something that I can turn into a little roll, maybe I'll do a roll. How about I do a thing like that, and I can make it so it can roll up and be something, okay? That makes sense, doesn't it? Sorry, everybody, sorry about that. But I'll make something that I can roll around. Maybe a journal. Maybe I could make a journal cover or something. That's an idea. How about a journal cover? Well, I don't need too much of each one because I'm just going to make it in panels. So I'm going to cut this bit out. If you want, that's really straight, isn't it? Deary me, that wasn't true. That wasn't even real me saying that. It just doesn't sound good, does it, when I say that straight? Because it is not. Here we go. There's one piece. Alright, so it's going to be that wide. But it doesn't matter if it doesn't go the full length of the journal. If I do, I'm just making something. I'll make a snippet. I'll make a roll of sewing. Okay, and just do bits. I want a piece. I just want to learn to teach myself something that I haven't done before. To use the, I've done wool embroidery. Oh, lots of that. Heaps of wool embroidery. But I'm not talking about that now, am I? I'm just talking about working on the wool fabric. Somebody's out the front, is there? Move that. I hope I haven't got nothing underneath this. It felt like I did, you know. Felt like I had something under it. So we've got 3 panels so far. We can make a little roll-up thing and we can use it for something, okay? We'll find something to do with it. Oh, gee, I can follow the lines on this. Cut it straight. That'll be good, won't it? If I cut it straight. This is a really beautiful soft piece, this is. I don't know where the rest of it is, but I've got a real lot of it. I cut a lot of pieces off to put them down here. The rest of them are in big bags somewhere with big pieces of fabric. But I'll cut this bit off here. Sorry about this. I hope I don't go for too long doing this. We're in Australia. My dinner's going to, lunch is going to be ready at 12 o'clock, hubby said. He's making us rissoles and mashed potato and peas for lunch because you can't have nighttime food because it's too hot. You know, you can't use the stove, and they don't like using the stove in the heat. And that's fair enough. It does make the temperature in the room a lot different. This is nice, isn't it? And look at me chopping this up like it was free or something. Ah, dear. I'm only going to start with this much though today, eh? What do you reckon? And we can just add to it. It'll be something that I can continue on as I go. I haven't put a bit of this on yet. I will. I'll put a bit. Look, that's probably from where it's been dyed, you know, because of that. It come in a nice packet with it. Still, the name of it's still written on it. And somebody must have either bought and didn't want, or I'm just here. You can see me a bit. Good. I'll eyeball that. Hope it's not wrong. Hope it's not wrong. Okay. Very good. Now all I've got to do is find something to put it on, don't I? We never thought of that, did we? Yes, we will. We can find something to put it on. Look at that. There's me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. Okay. And I need a piece of calico. Of course I'd have to have a piece of calico to put underneath that, wouldn't I? I don't have any calico near me. Ah dear. I'll find something, just nobody panic, we'll just get a piece of something put behind it. It's not actually, this is not calico. What is this? I don't know who's making that funny noise out there. It's squealing noise. Squeaking noise is not very nice, is it? Well, I haven't put my calico around here handy anywhere, have I? Wait a minute. Oh, look at that. Put it on the felt. We'll put it on the felt because it's only a very thin piece of felt. I must go and buy some more of this. I'm buying rolls of it for 70 cents. It's a bargain, I tell you. Okay, so now we can put these on here. Okay. You probably wouldn't recognise these fabrics if you turned this on and I was here, would you? Really? They go all right like that? I think so. Maybe I could put that there. There we go. I'll turn that over. Rightio. Now to save us having to wait for too long for me to get started, I'm going to actually overlap these. What do you reckon about that? And stitch them. Do you think that'll work? That'll look alright. So I've got some Appleton wool. I've only got a few bits here, but I have a lot in a thing somewhere behind me, but this is enough for today. Look at the colours. Wow. Oh, look at that. I've picked these up for hardly any money, you know, at Vinnie's and places like that. Because, well, that's been good. So, I won't... that piece, that piece, that piece there, and we'll fasten these pieces on. I need them to butt up against one another. What do you reckon? I think that'll look better. So we're going to cut this as straight as we possibly can, like that. So this is going to be all down to me what it looks like when it's finished, isn't it? Yeah. But see, this could be like a little closure on your journal, like on a journal. You could just roll it round there, couldn't you? Is it long enough? Yes, maybe. Wow, yes it is. Plenty. Little bird. He's out there having a word to me again. Different bird, probably. Different bird, different day. Okay, so I'm going to do a fly stitch down there. Now you can tack yours down with tacking stitches if you want to, but I'm going to do this because I need to get started. Okay, I need to get started, so I want to join these pieces with some stitches, and I'll do this with a feather stitch. What do you reckon? Can we do a feather stitch on there? Now I've acquired some more needles, and they're out in the other room, and they've been really good for me to use too. This is not bad. It's got a big hole in the end, big eye, and I'm going to use this variegated one here to do this bit. So I think it'll look nice. We just need one strand, so it's already cut. It's already cut, so you're just going to use one strand of wool, and then I'm going to put lots of little flowers and things over them after I've put them together. Okay. I had no idea what I was going to do when I come in here this morning. I've been faffing around, fiddling around with stuff and looking at things, and, you know, just taking me a good old time about it. But I found some good stuff. Don't get me wrong, I found some really good stuff in here. Okay, I don't know. Put it right close together so it's not going to move. And hopefully I can do this. And I should have started in the middle. Sorry about that. Maybe I need to do maybe I should start in the middle. Oh dear, sorry about that. I got that camera in the right place. I was wondering if this picture's working all right. I'm a bit worried it might be a bit furry for something because of the fan. I don't know, because the fan's on in the background. I didn't know if it was making some sort of noise. I think I should overlap this because I do not want and because it doesn't fray, well, supposedly it doesn't fray. Shouldn't fray. It does pull undone a bit, but it won't fray. So I'm going to do this, And I'm going to stitch it now. I'm going to put it over the top of it. So I've got it over the top of it just by a fraction. I haven't got it too far, but about a quarter of an inch, or a couple of millimetres, half a centimetre. Now I'm going to go, I don't know whether I'll use all wool on it, or wool things. I may do, wool thread, because it makes nice good things. Now that's going to go through there. There's a few thicknesses because we've got the two thicknesses of this wool plus the now got one of those. Now I'm going to go out to the side here. I don't think I need this cotton to be this long. In line with that bit. I might have to cut this cotton in half. It'll be here all day trying to use it. I don't know. Looks good. So far so good. Let's cut a bit of cotton off this. I'd rather join it and try and fight with it. I really would. Okay, that's better. The longer you thread, the more trouble you have with it. Now I'm going to try and keep this coming out of the edge there, that stitch, so I've got hold of this properly. Haven't got enough hands. I'll take it this way, but no, just go onto there. I think I'll just go across there and back just for this bit, because it doesn't need to have too fancy a bit. It's just a nice piece, isn't it? Just a nice bit for joining. Hopefully I can join it with all different stitches. There you go. Go out here and down there. Probably on a little bit of an angle. Then it comes in a bit. Like so. Hopefully we can get this done and get our first flower on or something. Because I won't put them all on here today. I'll just sew it on while you're not looking, so I won't take up too much of your time while I'm doing these together, because it's pretty basic. You know what you're going to be doing. Just do what this is. Fasten them together, whichever way you like too. You can just do the stab stitches first, of course, if you wanted to. Just to get it started, to hang on to your piece so it's all together. I'm starting at the wrong end too, that'd be something for me. So people are making this garden path thing that they're doing. This is actually going to be a journal. I know there's a word for it. It's a band for a journal. Okay, to put around your closure or something. If it doesn't be that, it'll just be decoration, I suppose. You can hang it up. Make something just for making something's sake. You can roll it up and put me. I don't think it'll fit me thread in it. I can nearly do this, but that's come undone. Oh dear, oh dear. Now I've cut too much off that. Because I would, wouldn't I? You know? Sort that round there and put back through here. This Appleton wool is awesome, but maybe this one's not an Appleton one that I'm using. I can't say for sure. Really, I've got some really nice colours in it. Come through here. Right, I've got you. Now I've got to put, where's the rest of this I'll put on? This one here's is one of them. It's Appleton. It says it's Brothers Limited in England, that one. This one here is a Torkins yarn, pure wool. That's from Australia. And I don't know about these ones because these came in bags, like they just come from the store here. That's it. Hand embroidery yarn. This is in Epping. This is in Australia. This is. Must be. So that was in there. Righto. Don't know about this one. I think it's different again. So let's just finish doing that bit. And then we can put some flowers on and see. Actually, what I'm really, really looking forward to doing is putting these pieces on so I can see what they look like, you know, with them sort of backgrounds. These ones are too easy, aren't they? These plain ones I've got here. Maybe I should use more of the other. Oh no, it'll be right. Don't get too excited too quick, Sonya. Just leave it for a minute, okay? Just do this bit first. Then you can do another one later, can't you? So you can. I wonder if I ended that off. Did anybody notice that? Or was I just too busy talking? I didn't, but I'm going to tie it up in a minute when I get to the end of this. I'll tie it onto this one, end it off with this one. That won't come out that way. Because then I just wanted the stitches to go either side to start with. Yeah, I thought I had too much. I thought I had too many thicknesses there. I thought I was sewing to it, but right. Come right down to the bottom. Because on the edge of it, I can put a piece of old-fashioned seam binding. Would work, wouldn't it? You know, over the ends. that'd look good. It'll work all right. Remember, you know, the real sort of seam binding stuff that you used to get in the old days. So now I've got this bit here I'm going to tie it up to, the piece that was left over from the last bit of stitching, and fasten it on here so it doesn't go anywhere, okay? Because after I do that, because this felt's so thin, I can put another layer underneath it, can't I? To make it to cover the back of it up. Now that looks good, doesn't it? I feel I'm not out of my comfort zone. This is different from what I'm used to, these colours, so this is going to be really good fun, isn't it? Anyway, just one mouthful of water fastly now. And I'm going to get this book. I think I'm really looking at buying one of them. I'm looking at buying one of these. Can't really help myself. So see, she's put really vibrant colours on this. And they look really good, don't they? Look at these. And I'm sure she won't mind if we do a few bits of use of some of her ideas to make our own. There's that stitch. Oh, that's interesting. I can't show you that yet because I haven't put the video up of that yet, have I? You'll know now, won't you? It doesn't matter. I'm going to teach you to do that. See, look at these ones. Now, these are done with wool like this. I'll get this out of here if I don't cause an avalanche. All these wools, that one there is, I've got bags of this stuff because people don't use it all when they buy it. This is DMC. Isn't it nice? And it's very thick. It's nice to sew with. I've got a box full of bags of this now, so plus I've got heaps of rolls of it on the bobbins too in boxes. Same with the Appleton one. Only because I've collected it up, because that's what I did. I sewed and did lots of different things, you see. So now let's make something. I like these very I'll put my book up here. I like these stitches that are I can't think of what I want to say here. Is this cut? These ends, or what have I got? I can't tell. Okay. I like the, oh, it's very long though. I'm going to just use a half of it. The stems, you know, that she's made, the way she makes her stems, they're very fine and dainty and everything, and I've just beltages. I'm sorry about that. I'm only going to use half of this, so or less than half of it, because it's too long. Might even have to cut that in half again. I know, that's good. Very good, thank you. I'm going to use this, and I'm going to make a stem stitch, or the wheat one. Something. I want to do something. Maybe, what about some lavender? I could make some lavender, couldn't I? I could make some lavender. So if I do the lavender with this, I need to have a stem for that, but I can put that up there directly, can't I? Yes, I'll just do some bullion stitches and make some lavender. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. That works. Got that there. And then we need to wrap that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The colour, it's just decided on it. It worked out what I was going to do. The colour of the thread. I thought, oh, this would make good lavender stitch piece, wouldn't it? Hang on to it, wait, pull it down. Down like that. Pinch them about a bit. And then go back through the bottom. Rightio. Now I've got that bit. But what I really need to do is make the top bit first, don't I? So let's come up here again. And go down here. unwrap this. 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll put 10 on this one. Okay, so we've got plenty of time, so nobody panic, because this is not rolling very good, because I'll let it go. Please don't let it go. Whatever you do, don't let it go. You can do this and it'll make it sort of sit properly, won't it, if you try that one. That way's good. Right, now I'm going to come over this side. I might put one over this side first. I don't know if they have to be exactly level, because they're not going to be. I think I better take a bit of time off that and just give the... I should have brought my good needles in here with me. I didn't think about... Oh, here, this one will work, I think. I want to make a stem. So I'm going to get a piece of... no, not that one. Give me a second, I'll find some thread here to use. Because you can use both the stranded thread and that other. That's nice. I know I've got some here that I have to wind. I've got to wind these, so I'm gonna use this green because it's really pretty. That green, there's not enough green for oil. Actually, they are a light colour, aren't they? The stems on the lavender. I like that or not? Not particularly. I think I'll have this one. Where's the end of it? There we go. Good. And I'm going to make it... Well, I have... Oh, no. Not many strands. I need to have it thinner. Thinner than what I... So I'll do 3 strands. Okay. There you go. Got them. There's a nice piece of thread, isn't it? I found I found heaps of thread this morning. I did. I went on a hunt for thread. I just was fossicking around here this morning, and I got so much that I've got to actually sort out, because some of it's really messy. Some of it's really messy. I get to the stage where I was tidying up something, and then I don't want to do that anymore, and I just put it away and wouldn't worry about it too much. This will work in a minute. As soon as I get the hang of this, making a knot, I'll do a knot. Now I don't want it too long. Not too long, but I'm going to do a stem stitch up there. Make sure you've got that down nice and flat, so it's not going to bubble up there. I should have probably put a stitch in it over that way, or finish the whole thing, shouldn't I? Maybe. But anyway, we're just doing this because I want to show you bits, see? Can't sit there and watch me do the whole lot without showing you something. Okay. Whoa. Me and hubby had a little bit of a discussion last night. It was a debate on whether it was hot or not this year. I told him it wasn't. Because he was looking at it like how for his garden. Because I think, personally, I spent a lot of time in front of the air conditioner, I suppose. And he has his lovely garden that needs to have water, you know, and rain, you know, and not so much heat. And he said there was something wrong with me, because he just feeling it was surely plenty hot enough. Now we just got a stem stitch up the centre, so now I've got something to work towards there where I want to put that. I'm actually going to put a bit up the top here while I'm at it too. While I'm here, might as well put a piece up here, because isn't there a little bit of something green on the top of it? I don't know, I haven't got that tangled up in there, have I? Just put these 2 little tiny bits of stuff up the top of there, just because, I think. Okay, that's on the top. And I am going to put more in this, so don't panic. Nobody panic. That looks good. I do like that. And you don't have to do this with wool yourselves anyway, because You can use whatever sort of thread you like. Just because you're using a wool fabric doesn't mean you have to use this stuff that I'm got here. You could even use knitting yarn as well to do this with, sewing. You can. This needle I'm using is not good. It's not long enough for doing this, so you just want to get yourself a bit longer needle. The one I was just using would be better for this sort of thing, but you know, what are you going to do? So he's already started and left this one sitting out here in the middle of nowhere, but we'll sort of bring him into the family here in a minute, won't we? Some maybe not, maybe I can't. I'm going to put that one down here. I'll just put a bit of stem going out to it in a minute. Should have did the stem first. You do your stem first, okay? Now what I do, I don't particularly count the same number. I just work out that it needs to be the same distance from there to there, this bit, to fill it in properly. Not long enough, this needle. I know. I'm a bit naughty, aren't I? But I didn't think of this. I did not think of it when I was doing that bit, so I didn't think of the bullion stitch at all. There's a bit of a stray, isn't he, really? I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I suppose I could take it off. Why not? I don't know what's going to happen if I do. Everything will fly undone, will it? That was the first one I did. Okay. Well, that's good, because I'll have an end bit here. See, look, there's its end. The other piece, and it's caught up under there. So it's not going to come out. Righto. So that worked. I might put another bit in here, or not. Yeah, I'll put some in this. Might be a bit high. No, that'll do. Wait a minute. Oh, I need another needle. Come on. Must be able to find one here. Fastly now, don't muck about. Oh, look at that. There we go. This is better. This one here's too short, see? It's too stumpy. This is better. This, your wool's not thick. Well, this one isn't. So, it worked. That worked. Go down in here. Back up there, that's better. Now I've got some, that's better size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm counting, but I don't particularly need to. It's just doing it anyway. Oh, come on. Don't do that to me now. I've only got a few minutes left here to do this before my lunch is ready. My hubby will be looking for me. Okie dokie. That's nice. And you see I'm not doing it straight. It's on an angle, isn't it, really? Now I'm going to come up down here further. I'll wait down this part. And go across here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That'll be enough. So the colour's changing a bit, but that doesn't matter. I'll go back to being a bit purple in a minute, won't it? And there. Whoops, a daisy. We'll go through. Going a bit lower. Maybe I'm doing them too thick, too close together. I should be dropping them down further faster or something. Maybe not. I don't know if you're going to be able to see the stem, and that doesn't really matter. There. that nice? Doesn't that look pretty? I do like to use, in the past I have used coloured backgrounds, and I do like to use a coloured background on something. Maybe it looks like lavender, maybe it doesn't, I don't know. It's alright. It can be whatever it looks like, okay? That's what it's going to be, whatever it looks like. Give him a roll. Give him a roll around there. Well, I've seen darker lavenders, but I don't think I've seen one this light, but that's okay. I'm not going to be too worried about it because it's a flower. I hope that stays a bit straight. I don't want that to bubble up there. That won't be nice. I should stitch it all down, shouldn't I? I better go and do that. I should stitch it all on there so I can keep it straight. I'm just going to barely get away with that because it's coming up over the top anyway. That'll have to be cut off that bit, but I think that'll look really cool. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. And we can have a go at doing some more wool work later. I just couldn't think of what to do, but I wanted to do this for years. And then I got game when I seen other people do it. Thank you for watching. Please leave me a comment. Do a thumbs up, be good. And please subscribe to my channel if you don't already. And click on the little bell so you get notification when I put a video up, which is nearly every day. Sometimes I miss one because I'm a bit behind, but anyway. And take care, everyone, and have some fun stitching. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.